The Rise of Nationalism in Europe, Part 5. History. In the previous video, we have learned about the unification of Germany and Italy and strange cases of Britain. Now we are going to learn about visualizing the nation, nationalism and imperialism. It is easy enough to represent a ruler through portrait or a statue. But it is difficult to give face to the abstract idea of the nation a concrete form. The artists in 18th and 19th century personify nations as a female figure that did not resemble for any particular women in real life. The female figure became an allegory of the nation. Now, let us see what is an allegory. When an abstract idea as freedom, liberty, nation, greed, envy is expressed through a person or thing is known as allegory. During French Revolution, artists used the female allegory to portray ideas such as liberty, justice, and the republic. As you would remember, the attributes of liberty are the red cap, broken chain, while justice is represented as blindfolded women carrying a pair of weighing scales. Artists in 19th century invented female allegory to represent nation. Similarly, Marian, a Christian name, became the allegory of France. Her statue were erected in public squares to create the feeling of unity. Her images were marked on coins and stamps. Germania became the allegory of German nation, wears a crown of oak leaves. German oak stands for heroism. Britannia became the allegory of British nation. Now we are going to discuss about nationalism and imperialism. The first half of the 19th century, nationalism retained its idealistic, liberal democratic sentiment, but the last quarter of the 19th century became a narrow creed with limited ends. During this period, Nationalist group became intolerant of each other and even ready to go to war. The major European powers manipulated the nationalist aspirations of the people to their own imperialistic aim. The most serious source of nationalist tension was in the region of Balkans. Balkans was a region of geographical and ethnic variation comprising Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Slovenia, Serbia, whose inhabitants were known as Slavs. A large part of Balkans was under control of Ottoman Empire. The disintegration of Ottoman Empire and the spread of nationalism made this region very explosive. One by one, its European subjects declared independence. They used history to prove that they had once been independent but subsequently ruled by foreign powers. As the different Slavic nationalities struggled to defend their identities and independence, the Balkan area became the area of intense conflict. Balkans were jealous to each other and wanted to gain each other's territory. Balkans also became the scene of big power rivalry. During this period, there was intense rivalry among the European powers over trade and colonies, as well as naval and military might. When Russia, Germany, England, Austro-Hungary tried to gain control over this region, they lead to a series of wars in the region, and finally the First World War occurred. In 1914, nationalism aligned with imperialism and lead Europe to disaster. The anti-imperial movement developed. They all struggled to form independent nation state. They were inspired by the sense of collective national unity, forged in confrontation with imperialism. European ideas of nationalism were replicated. People developed their own specific varieties of nationalism, but the idea that the society should be organized into nation state accepted by all as natural and universal. In the next video, we will learn more. Thanks.